What would we need to do to the SSI benefits right now to bring them up to where they're supposed to be? Well, you heard me say it a couple times so far. These benefits would need to undergo a 33.8% increase immediately to these benefits to bring them up to what? The new federal poverty line. Yes, let's pop this up right here, right now. This is just a screenshot off of the HHS website, the Health and Human Services website, and this is the new federal poverty guideline for 2026 based on household size. Well, as you can see right there at the top, for a household size of one, so one individual, it's $15,960 for the year of income. Drop a comment down below. Is your income below $15,960 as an SSI beneficiary? Again, don't tell me specific, personal details, just a simple yes or no. If your income as a household of one individual is below the threshold of $15,960 in 2026, you're below the federal poverty line. But wait, I thought they started the SSI program as an anti-poverty program. You're right, they did. The problem is, program has fallen behind so much over the last 54 years or whatever it happens to be, going back to the early 70s, that now the program is so far below the federal poverty line, it would take a 33.8% increase right now in 2026 to bring these benefits up to where they're actually supposed to be. Now, let me run some math for you, or give you some numbers, I should say. Okay, so right now as an individual, and again, we could talk about a married couple as well, but I'm just using individual for an example here in this video to really kind of drill this point home, which is this. Again, just remember the $15,960 of income on an annualized basis. That's what you would need minimum to be at least at the federal poverty line for a household of one person, okay? But right now, an individual can get a maximum of $994 a month from the SSI program administered by Social Security, okay? $994 a month. Well, if you multiply that by 12 months, I'm going to be fair with you, I did not run the math on that, but it would be just below $12,000. In fact, what is it? Let me run the math super fast in my head here. It'd be 72, it'd be $11,928. Check my math on that. I'm pretty sure I'm right. $11,928. Mental math. I'm pretty sure I'm right on that. Okay, anyway, that's what your income is if you're maxing out your $994 monthly benefit for an individual, okay? But $15,960 is the goal, right? Exactly. So here's the deal. You would literally need to see an increase of 33.8% or $336 a month to your monthly benefit to bring you up to the threshold that would actually be consistent with a $15,960 annual income, okay? So here's the deal. $15,960 of the federal poverty line on an annualized basis divided by 12 months comes up to $1,330 a month, okay? $1,330 a month. That's how much your income as an SSI beneficiary would need to be as an individual just to be at the federal poverty line of $15,960, again, highlighted right here in this screenshot from the HHS website. Okay, now looking at those numbers again, your income, the goal is $1,330. The maximum right now is $994. A difference of $336 a month of a difference from what you're supposed to be getting to be at the federal poverty line based on what you're actually getting as the maximum, right? And again, $336 a month multiplied by 12 months. I did not run the math on that, but that's about just under $4,000. I don't know the number off the top, at the moment here. I'm just kind of roughly adding it up. It's about $4,000 more per year that you should be getting as an SSI beneficiary, but you're not. Why? Because the program has fallen behind a little bit per year for the last 54 some odd years or so, give or take a little bit. And now that's where we're at as of today, okay? So how did the program fall behind so much over the last several years? Here's how they did it. You know the little COLA raise that you get every single year, right? 2.8% for this year, 2026? Yeah, the 2.8%. Here's what's happened. Couple different things. Number one, the COLA has not kept up with real cost of living and real price increases. Therefore, a false reflection on real price increases and real inflation. So when they say we're supposed to get a 2.8% COLA, it's probably really supposed to be like a 3.5 or 3.7%, whatever. So it falls behind by a little bit, maybe 0.2%, maybe 0.5%, maybe 1%, 1.2%, whatever it happens to be, a little bit per year, okay? A little bit per year. But is that going to do it just one time per year? Well, then it's the compounding aspect and time, okay? So it's the little bit that our benefits have fallen behind over the last 54 years from lackluster COLAs, okay? Then we also have the element of compounding, and then you add time to compounding, and voila, you've got $336 evaporated right out of your hands because they didn't do what they said they were supposed to do. That's it. That's